What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we have the G all cured from the ceramic coating. We actually just took it for a little drive, filled it up, all that good stuff. So far so good. I mean, this thing hasn't driven since November after it got painted, so really stoked on how it's doing so far. But what's really bothering me about this thing is I don't want to leave it just open with where the grille's supposed to be. So I was digging in the garage a little bit to see what the kid actually gave me with this car, and turns out we have a lot more than I thought. So yeah, today we're gonna try to make some stuff work. It looks like we have a plenum spacer for it, a bunch of stuff. So I guess we'll start there, kind of start developing a little bit of a direction on where we want the car to be. So if you guys are not aware, I do metal polishing along with my, obviously, auto works and detailing company full-time for a living. And well, I found what I thought wasn't going to work. I honestly thought this was a grill for a G35. I polished it all out and all that good stuff. And actually, funny story, I was on TikTok shop and I got like these little plastic fastener kits, and I got it like for literally $3. And just to temporarily see what's going on, and we can use them all around the car, kind of. It's all plastic anyway, right? And I absolutely love this, guys. This thing looks freaking sick. Yeah, came out really good. Like I said, I polished it all out, the grate, all that stuff. So we have a nice polished front end on this thing. And I'm not mad about this. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to run to a hardware store or something and actually bolt this grill down. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm going to show you guys. So just pop the hood here, and we can just get our fingers in there to release this latch. Hopefully. One-handed here. There she is. All right, not too bad to get to. We obviously detailed the engine bay, guys. But what I did find, like I said, these are definitely temporary. I don't think it's going to hold in the car. But just so you guys know, this T-Rex grill, this is the number for it. Very, very expensive grill. Probably one of like the higher class grills for this car. I got it with the car. Honestly, I tried mocking it up before. I couldn't get anything to line up, which was really annoying. But what ended up happening was I kind of just started working it, like kind of bending it, moving the bracketry and stuff like that. And I got it to be pretty even, so to speak. I think I have it down pretty good. I bent it just a little bit, stuff like that. I don't know if the car was possibly damaged with this grill on at one point. I'm not really sure. It didn't seem like it was ever in the car, so I think I just had to kind of rework it so it fit a little better. So I reworked some of the brackets, but the thing that took me off guard is when I originally mocked it up, like really nothing lined up that well. And yeah, I was kind of getting concerned about it. I honestly thought that this was maybe an insert for the plastic shell, but then I was looking at it, and I actually did end up finding it online. It is discontinued. I found one on eBay for like almost $500. So I was like, okay. So what I did, it's definitely temporary. What I'm going to end up doing is probably clear brawling this, but these edges are freaking sharp, and there's nothing that encloses this. So what I did was I had a little strip of foam, and I actually foamed. I could probably do this a little cleaner, which is what I'm going to work on. But I just did this that way when driving, it wasn't going to hit and scratch all our freshly repainted stuff up. But yeah, we just kind of use these fasteners, which, as you could tell, it doesn't come out, but it's definitely a chance of vibrating out. And I think with the nuts and bolts, we can get these brackets to bend just right and not have any stuff like this going on. But guys, what do you think? I mean, I'm absolutely in love with this grill. When I first got the car, I had it and I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, that would look so freaking sweet in here. Like, I want to get it repainted. And obviously here we are, the whole vision's coming together. The car's all repainted. And now with this in the front end, I mean, it just literally makes it look completely different. Obviously, got to fix these cataract headlights, but we're not really worried about that just yet. Obviously, it is a drift car, so I don't want to like make it too showy and God forbid, you know, rub up against something and be super pissed off that we just wasted more money on, say, stock headlights. If a rock caught the headlight or something like that, it'd be whatever, but because I would want new ones anyway, just leaving them alone. But we'll see what we could do. But I mean, guys, this grill, what I'm gonna end up doing is I think I'm gonna end up pulling it off. We'll run over to the hardware store. I'll actually bolt this in, maybe rework it a little bit, because I mean, it fits pretty good though. It's pretty even on both sides. Not terrible. I'm sure we can get the fitment a little bit better, but yeah, a little bit of washers. And this is a solid piece right here. So, you know, a little nut and bolt action, both sides. Maybe a little bit of a pain in the ass to get in there, but nothing too crazy. That way I at least know it's not going to fall out, and then we got to figure out something. I think either way, this is such a sharp edge on this grill, and there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing there, so it would end up just absolutely digging into this KBD bumper. So, yeah, I think what we're going to end up doing here is figuring a solution out for the grill, step one. So as you can tell, here's the grill and why I put this stripping on there. Look at that edge. And it is sharp. So sharp, that whole edge. So I have these little foam things, not that it's doing too well, but just to kind of, that way when it's laying just directly on this bumper, we don't have any major issues. So, yeah. But I do want to get this thing fitting better. And yeah, let's figure this out. So we're going to get the clear bra laid in there and kind of piece it together. Very hard area to do this on. But we're going to get it all laid in there nice and tight. Won't be noticeable. And it's just to kind of protect what's going on under here. All right, guys, off camera, I did go ahead and clear bra'd all of this. So a little PPF. I had some extra that was actually for my race squad at the time, so it's got all the writing and stuff over it, which is fine. You're not going to see it anyway, so just heat shrunk it a little bit. Gonna tack it down one final time, and then yeah, hopefully it's enough to protect the paint here, because I want to do this as clean and right as possible. And I know what I'm going to do. Obviously the clear bra is in place. This stuff is definitely not going to hold, but it'll protect it for now. I'm actually going to get a little piece of black vinyl tubing, and I'm going to put it on all the edges. So honestly, it'll look factory that way. And I know just the spot to get some. So that's going to look really good when I'm done. I kind of went crazy with the clear brawing, knives, everything all over the place. But yeah, we're going to tuck this all in. Go to the hardware store, bolt this up, and then the grill will be finalized for now while I'm waiting on the tubing to come in. And yeah, I'm super stoked. Right, getting our plastic fasteners here. These things are really not bad. I actually upgraded to the bigger one. And then just kind of, wait a minute. Yeah, this is how this one's gonna be. Oh yeah. That's nice, actually. Wow. Yep, that's what we needed. So that's not going anywhere. We use a little bit bigger size because I guess the kid, for whatever reason, drilled this side out. And then we just got to put nut and bolts in these two. And she's looking good. And yeah, while we're at it here, this is the ones that were in it. But we have nothing fastened down here at all, so we're gonna change that as well. I mean, 680 pieces, I think, I'm not even joking, guys, about $3. I about paid cost for this kit, so I'm pretty excited about this. This is very useful. So we'll get one closest to this size and get going on this. Oh, we got ones that actually are like the exact fit. And yeah, it won't be the funnest thing to take out, but not too bad. So just putting the nail in. And now we have a nice and secured plastic. That thing ain't going nowhere now. $1 off a TikTok shop. I mean, shit. Not the worst purchase I've made, that's for sure. And boom, factory. Like I said, guys, I really want to get this other side cover. Keep all this nice and clean. But yeah, oh, we got a few missing on this side, so we'll button that down as well. All right, so we're back with some hardware because these just I don't trust them. The two sides, it's our only option. They're all right, but these do not really fit that well. So yeah, we're gonna get these little bolts rigged up here and get this looking like something. All right, we have our finished product. These ends, which I can't put a screw through unless I drilled it out, which I'm not gonna do. These should hold. I know it's definitely not going anywhere with these. So what I did was I took these hardware, 1/4 inch, and that went all the way through. Let's see if we can show you guys. Underneath there, probably not. But what I did, I used a crush washer on the other end, 1/4 inch, and then I used a flanged nut with the teeth on it. So kind of digs into the crush washer and you just get them snug and they won't back out. So pretty clean. I didn't have hardware obviously when I got this grill, because I did get it from the original owner of this car who I bought it from. So I'm stoked to be able to use a $500 grill that I would have definitely never bought for this. So yeah, finally done. Should have everything out of here. Let's see how it looks. A little final look. Put the hood down, which we need the hood piece too that holds that arm in place, because that's nowhere to be found either. We don't obviously have that top trim, which is fine because I want the airflow. So clear bra on it. Check it out real quick. We'll give it the final. There she is. Not too shabby at all. Literally just changed the entire way this car looks. So much better. Oh my God, literally looks like a different car already. What a change. All right, guys, it is the next morning here, and we just got our little thing in the mail here of my trick. I guess I'll share it with you guys, because if you guys have a grill that's potentially going to absolutely destroy your paint, I feel like as long as this goes well, it might be a really good idea. So what I got right here was a little bigger than what I wanted, to be honest. I know I can get better ones through another company I'm actually sponsored by for different things, but this is usually used as a door guard protector. What I'm gonna do here, instead of the foam, which is kind of hanging out in spots and stuff like that, I just loosened up the 2 bolts a little bit, give it some flexibility. Obviously we have it all clear broad as well, so that alone is going to significantly help. But at least this, I mean, I probably could go all the way around, which is what I'm gonna attempt to do, but at least the bottom part of it, so from like that corner all the way, I'm gonna wrap. It is adhesive, and yeah, this rubber is not going to completely destroy the paint. So yeah, we're gonna cut this to size, 3M it, and it's gonna look hopefully not too bad. All right, well, I got it fitted, sort of, kind of put up there. We got to trim it up obviously and actually 3M it down. I don't hate it, but I probably should have went with a clear one or a chrome one like I kind of figured I should, because if that was the case, it would look one hell of a lot better. But it's such a seamless detail that unless you're really looking for it, you wouldn't be able to tell really. But hey, whatever. I mean, obviously it's not the super cleanest look, but I didn't want to destroy my car in the process just to run a grill. So guess we gotta do what we gotta do. So definitely doesn't look bad. I mean, like I said, unless you're really looking for it, you can't even tell. But I guess we'll mount it because we have it, and then yeah, might be changing this out to a chrome or clear in the near future. It was cheap enough, so send it. All right, we are laid down, tucked on both edges. I actually didn't have enough for the whole thing, but not too bad. Clear broad with the rubber seal, so no rub. I don't think it looks too bad. I don't think you could even notice it. Definitely a lot cleaner than the foam, but clear or chrome or something like that that's a little less noticeable next time for sure if this starts to peel off. Then that little crush washer combo, get them all nice and tight without having anything on the other side, which is mint. And yeah, that's just all fastened down. Doesn't look too shabby. And just like that, we have our finalized product. Looks actually really good. So now with the car looking a hell of a lot better, we have these that are just wide open on the bottom, which, again, in the old trusty garage, we also have some honeycomb mesh that, yeah, we're gonna have to cut to size and put behind here. So just to have at least something there protecting it from debris, you know, smacking stuff under there and whatnot, but still have plenty of airflow cooling this thing down, especially once we're on track. So that is going to be now the next project to get done on this thing. So we're gonna get to cutting and fabricating to put the honeycombs in the bottom there. And yeah, the other crazy thing that I actually got with the car was a full-blown wide body kit. I actually listed it for sale because I don't know, guys. I obviously went through all this work on the car so far. The wide body kit would have been really cool in the beginning to do when it had the quarter panel damage. But I mean, at this point, number one, I wanted it painted correctly, first of all, which we obviously did, and the body damage fixed. But to then just cut all of that and then rivet a wide body kit in there and have to get the wide body kit painted as well, just for us to potentially, hopefully not, but if I did smack a wall or something, I'm replacing the wide body kit and the fender. I don't know, maybe we'll wait until, God forbid, something actually happens to the body and it's time for it if I still have it. But as of right now, we do have that for sale, and we did get that with the car, if you recall, when we picked this thing up. So yeah, we're gonna continue on here of putting everything else that we got with the car on it, in it, etc. All right, we got it cut into 2 semi-even pieces, and I guess behind here we're going to glue them in, or I'm probably gonna end up 3M'ing it. But yeah, see how she comes out, see how she holds up. All right, so we got her lifted enough for me to get under there. Sharpie, we're kind of tracing it out, and you can barely see it, but there is a mark in there. So I'm gonna cut it out following that grid for the shape behind here. And then we're gonna have to like mount it in with some sort of glue or something like that for the back of the vents, because I wanted to keep it all paint matched, and I think we're gonna paint this as well. So let me get these cut out. I'll pull you guys back in. Well, I tried to do it absolutely as clean as possible. And this one I left a little more on because I kind of shortened this one a little too much. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to grab anything on that inner lip. So it's gonna be tight for both of them, but I think, yeah, I have them so perfect that it's gonna be a little difficult. Kind of hard to read a Sharpie on a mesh like that. So I want to get them paint to matched because we have everything paint to matched. And yeah, see how this looks if we can mount them in. This might end up being a total wash. I don't know. All right, can't get this mesh anywhere, and I screwed up that cut for sure. So now I have something a little crazy. I'm actually gonna screen it and paint it, and then I'm gonna, which actually kind of will make a little bit more sense for what I need to do, because I can't have anything too big, because the way I gotta mount it behind, it's not gonna be held in with screws. So the lighter the better. So yeah, roll of screen. Let's see how this comes out. Coming out too bad. We are frosting the screens out white right now. And yeah, it should be a cool little DIY video on something different. All right, time to get sketchy here. Right here is all I have to work with, that little lip. So just to protect it, it's definitely not a showpiece, but we heat gunned everything, got it cured enough. We're just using some screen and some hot glue. I was gonna use like a actual body shop grade glue, but I'd rather be able to get it off if I don't like it. So that's what we got. We got my whole PDR bag out doing this. So gonna wipe it down and see what we got. All right, we are hot glued. We are hot glued right on the seam, as you guys can see. And then we're just gonna sit there and cut out the actual shape so there's no slack. But let's get a front view if I can get out of here a little tight. So there's one side done. I actually like this a lot. I think it looks freaking killer. Not too bad. Cool little idea, as you can see the difference between the two. So now this side should be cured enough, and we could always mask stuff up and get it even better, but I think that actually looks really cool in a way. I don't know, it'll grow on me. I don't know, we'll see. All right, finished product. Just got to trim the edges back there, but honestly not too bad. I just kind of did this for protection reasons, but got a little things to pick out through the screen, like little bugs and stuff that already landed in it, but I wanted it to be paint to match. I'm pissed I screwed up the cuts on these. These would have looked a hell of a lot better, but screen kind of clean. Haven't really seen many people do that, or any really. So not too bad. About to trim up the edges, lower the car deck down, and give a final look here. All right. Now, X-Acto knife the excess under here and get it to shape, and we are officially done. All right, all X-Acto'd up from the back side, and she's looking A-okay. I actually really digging this, so we'll let the paint fully cure. I kind of heat gunned it, kind of rushed it, but yeah, not terrible. At least it's something there to protect it, and yeah, not too bad. I don't hate it at all. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap you up here. Here she is, final look in the daylight, and I really don't think she looks too bad. For a real quick thing, just to kind of see how it looks, and something to protect everything underneath now, or behind I should say, I'm pretty stoked on it. So maybe you guys got some motivation for your builds at home. Super stoked on the grill mainly, especially. So glad that I actually was able to make that work. And yeah, car is on the ground and ready to go. So guys, stay tuned, because the next episode will probably be digging up into this pile on more stuff to install on the car that we already have without having to buy anything yet. So stay tuned to the next video. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.